Hello, I'm Destiny, one of the presenters of the Enlightenment project. We are pleased that you have decided to join us on this extraordinary journey through enlightenment. Today's video is part 2 of 2 parts. In this segment we explore the sixth sense. We uncover exactly what the sixth sense is and how we as humans can tap into it. In our next video series, we will explore the existence of non-physical and our connection to non-physical beings. Be sure to return for more Enlightenment Project content. For now, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey.
Ever pondered the possibility of more than just the 5 senses we are familiar with? Imagine a world where information streams in, not just through sight, hearing, taste, touch, or smell, but beyond these known senses. A world where you perceive not just through past experience but through an entirely different sensory channel. Welcome to the concept of Extrasensory Perception, or ESP as it's commonly known. ESP challenges our conventional understanding of perception, offering a tantalizing glimpse into a realm where the rules of conventional science seem to bend. But as you might expect, ESP is a controversial subject. It's a space where science, philosophy, and personal belief converge and sometimes clash. Critics say it's purely speculative, lacking verifiable evidence, but others argue that it's a field ripe for open-minded exploration, a frontier of knowledge waiting to be discovered. Let us delve into the intriguing world of ESP and its various phenomena. ESP encompasses a variety of phenomena, each unique and fascinating. Let's dive into the world of the extrasensory and unravel these phenomena. First up is telepathy. This is the ability to transmit or receive thoughts directly from another person's mind. Imagine being able to converse with a friend without uttering a single word, or knowing exactly what your partner wants for dinner without them having to say it. That's telepathy for you. Next we have clairvoyance. This is the capacity to gain information about an object, person, location, or physical event through means other than the known human senses. It's like having a sixth sense that allows you to see beyond the physical world. Picture yourself knowing what's happening in a distant location without any prior knowledge or physical presence. That's clairvoyance. Moving on, we have precognition and retrocognition. Precognition is the apparent ability to predict future events beyond normal expectations or statistical guesswork. Ever had a dream or a sense that something was going to happen and then it did? That could be a form of precognition. Retrocognition, on the other hand, is the ability to perceive past events without any prior knowledge. It's like having a time machine in your mind that allows you to witness events from the past. Last but not least, we have psychometry. This is the ability to discover facts about an event or person by touching inanimate objects associated with them. Think of it as reading the energy or history imprinted on an object. Holding an antique necklace and getting a sense of its previous owner's life, that's psychometry. Each of these phenomena challenges our understanding of perception and reality. They point towards the possibility of capabilities beyond our known 5 senses. However, it's important to note that while these phenomena are fascinating, they remain largely unsupported by mainstream science. The study of ESP falls into the realm of parapsychology, a field that, while it has been a topic of scientific investigation, remains controversial due to the lack of verifiable evidence. Proponents of ESP argue that these phenomena exist outside the current understanding of science. They believe that more open-minded research could potentially uncover evidence of these abilities. However, the skeptical community points out that the evidence provided so far is anecdotal and lacks scientific rigor. These phenomena, as intriguing as they are, have sparked both interest and debate in the scientific community. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the mind and consciousness, the question remains: are these phenomena real, or are they simply figments of our imagination? Only time and further research will tell. There exists a group of individuals who ardently advocate for the existence of ESP. These proponents argue that our current scientific understanding is not exhaustive, and there's a vast universe of phenomena yet to be explored. They see ESP not as an anomaly, but as an untapped reservoir of human potential, a sixth sense, if you will, waiting to be acknowledged and studied. The proponents of ESP invite us to consider that our 5 senses, sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell, may not be the only ways to perceive the world. They suggest that humans could possess other sensory capabilities that go beyond the known 5. These capabilities, they argue, could include telepathy, clairvoyance, precognition, retrocognition, and psychometry. each with its unique characteristics and potential applications. For these proponents, the lack of mainstream scientific support for ESP is not a disproof, but a call for more open-minded research. They propose that our current scientific methods, grounded in physicalism and materialism, may not be equipped to study phenomena that potentially exist outside the physical plane. They argue for a new paradigm of science, one that embraces the unknown, the unquantifiable, the inexplicable. The proponents of ESP also highlight numerous anecdotal accounts and experimental studies that suggest the existence of these phenomena. They point to instances where individuals have reportedly perceived information or events beyond the reach of the known senses. They refer to experimental research that has yielded statistically significant results suggestive of ESP, yet these claims continue to stir controversy. Critics question the validity of the anecdotal accounts and the methodological rigor of the experimental studies. They argue that the evidence presented is insufficient to establish the existence of ESP, given the extraordinary nature of the claims. The proponents of ESP recognize these criticisms. They acknowledge the need for more rigorous research and stronger evidence, but they maintain their belief in the potential existence of these phenomena, fueled by personal experiences, philosophical inclinations, and a desire to expand the boundaries of human understanding. While the arguments are compelling, they have yet to gain mainstream scientific acceptance. Nonetheless, the quest for understanding ESP continues, inviting us all to ponder the mysteries of human perception and consciousness. Magnetoreception, a sense beyond the familiar five, is a topic of curiosity and controversy. Imagine being able to perceive the Earth's magnetic field, a superpower that might seem out of a comic book, yet it's a reality for certain creatures. Birds, bees, and even some mammals have been shown to possess this sixth sense, enabling them to navigate vast distances. But what about us? The idea that humans might possess magnetoreception is both fascinating and contentious. Some researchers propose that this sense might be dormant within us, a vestigial trait from our distant ancestors. Others argue that certain unexplained phenomena, like a knack for direction, might hint at its existence. However, proving magnetoreception in humans has proven elusive. Despite intriguing studies and promising results, definitive evidence remains just out of reach. Critics argue that the data is inconsistent, and more rigorous research is needed. The existence of such a sense in humans remains an open question. Beyond the realm of science, ESP finds a place in metaphysical discussions. In the metaphysical context, the phenomenon of ESP challenges the conventional boundaries of consciousness and explores the interconnectedness of all things. Let's begin with the concept of non-locality of consciousness. This theory suggests that consciousness is not limited to our physical bodies, but rather extends beyond them. It proposes that our minds can access information from distant places or events without the use of physical senses. This concept is like tuning into a radio frequency. The signal is always there, but you need the right equipment, or in this case, the right state of consciousness to receive it. Then we have the idea of universal consciousness. This is the belief that all consciousness is interconnected and part of a larger, encompassing, universal mind. In this context, ESP could be seen as tapping into this universal mind, accessing information that is not ordinarily available. Higher dimensions and spiritual or energetic planes come into play when we consider the possibility of realities beyond our three-dimensional world. Theories suggest that ESP might operate in these higher dimensions or planes, transcending the constraints of time and space. And finally, let's touch upon the Akashic records. These are believed to be a cosmic repository of all knowledge and experiences, past, present, and future. Proponents of this idea suggest that individuals with ESP can access these records, retrieving information that seems to come out of nowhere. These metaphysical explanations offer fascinating perspectives on ESP, but it is important to note that they are not grounded in empirical science. Instead, they are philosophical and theoretical, inviting us to expand our understanding of consciousness and reality. The metaphysical explanations, like ESP itself, remain speculative and based more on personal belief or philosophical inclination. These concepts challenge us to explore beyond the known, inviting us into a realm where intuition, belief, and the immaterial are just as significant as empirical evidence. As we conclude our journey into the world of ESP, let's take a moment to reflect on the fascinating phenomena we've explored. From telepathy and clairvoyance to precognition, retrocognition, and psychometry, each has its unique characteristics and mysteries. We've delved into the realm of parapsychology, an area that, while controversial and largely unsupported by mainstream science, continues to captivate our curiosity and challenge our understanding of the world. We've also touched on the intriguing concept of magnetoreception in humans, a topic that has sparked both interest and debate among researchers. And we ventured into the metaphysical, exploring notions of non-locality of consciousness, universal consciousness, higher dimensions, spiritual or energetic planes, and the Akashic records. Remember, the research into ESP remains speculative, embraced more on the basis of personal belief or philosophical inclination than on verifiable evidence. But isn't that the beauty of exploration? Remember to follow and subscribe to the Enlightenment Project for more enlightening content. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring,